We are live. Welcome in, welcome in. Round 6 here of Tier 2. It's officially now into the second half of the season. And we have plenty of new faces on track as well. So, plenty of new faces you probably won't realise, so I'll run through those before we fully get underway. We've got Vista in the Williams, first time on track. Wolverine Killer yet to obviously get on track for today, but we saw him last week at Monza in Tier 3 and Tier 2. And he bagged 2 wins in his first 2 races, so he's on track again, and we'll see what we can do again as a reserve for Aston Martin. So going into next week, we'll see what happens with him, whether he gets a full-time seat in Tier 2, whether he then gets bumped up again into Tier 1. So someone to keep your eye on. We've got Turbo Snell. He was a full-time driver with McLaren, dropped off because of connection issues, but he's now back racing, still as a reserve though, but he's back on track now with House, so hopefully he's around for the whole session and he can make his way back onto the grid. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for Sean. Who else have we got? Scrolling down, Phase Out back racing, always nice to see. Spinax as well, new driver in the Williams, coming in with some projected good pace, so someone definitely to watch in terms of top of the order. So,
as well.
Yeah, so he set the benchmark, so no pressure for the lad. But Alex in the chat as well says, what is estimated pole? So we were just talking about this before we went live, and I think one thing to bear in mind for people is that it's overcast conditions. So there's lots of talk in the chat going around low 41s, but I don't think it's quite gonna get down to that point, really. I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna say a 41.7 as Paul.
Yeah, because what did you say? Is it a 41.2 or something? Yesterday?
Yeah, I think if it's in
that
light
cloud
cloud
as well. Yeah, so
I don't think it's gonna get as low as you'd expect, but I will see. I'm here to be proven wrong. This is in before Spinax randomly goes, oh yeah, 41.1 or something in his first lap. And just shuts us all up. Oh, Clipsy says hello. Hello, Clipsy, hello. But yeah, going back through the order just quickly to finish things off. In terms of new drivers, we've got Nick Please, who's been a reserve since the start of the season, so finally get to see him on track as well. So, and no quali bans. Third race in the row with no quali bans, no race bans, so nice and refreshing to actually have a race where, it's full guns blazing, everyone being able to put times in.
We've got Alfie returning as well, haven't we? So.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot
about Alfie. For a couple of seasons, I don't think, has he?
Yeah, that's Spinax to the line. Where does he get first time? Low 41s, low 42. Sorry. So, yeah, as a banker, very nice. Troy is coming in just behind that. Who's this next line? Red Bull starting his time, I think.
So K1's going to come through on the mediums as well. I've just seen that, so be interested to see what he can do on medium tyres.
Napataro going in bottom of the list so far with the 43.5. Just everyone setting their bankers in, seeing where they stand. Banana already into the 41s with his banker. Very nice lap. We'll go to the Ferraris as well. They're next across. I think that's Nick Please.
Yeah, K1 set to 41.3, but that was the medium time. So.
Right. But yeah, Alfie. That's one thing worth bringing up. Yeah, Alfie. He is obviously a Tier 2 champion. But hasn't raced for a significant period of time, really, so it's nice to see him back. So hopefully he sticks around and we can maybe look at giving him a full-time seat in the future. So keep an eye on him for sure. Got a couple of cars coming to the line there. We've got Fear Jack starting his time. He's got an Alfa Romeo right behind him, which is Paul. And he goes pole as provisionally 41.9, just beating Banana. So some good times getting put in by, 2 already in the 41s. Who's that? Kisser down the Kemmel. We've got Phase Out who's invalidated. Who's that next coming around? I think it would be, well, we'll go to Wolverine Killer considering there's a lot of hype around him.
Yeah, Phase Out, I think he's going to set a time, but he's abandoned this one, so yeah, it will now be start his actual time.
So Wolverine Killer was purple in the second. I think that's just a glitch or legitimate. We'll see what he does in sector 3, coming towards the line now, down to the bus stop. We'll see, he was in Aston last week as well, wasn't he? As a reserve, so he's doing God's work for this team. Round to the line he comes. Looking to set a bit of wheel spin on the exit, but should be fine for it. Wolverine Killer, 41.6 in his first lap. Yeah, already, yeah. But yeah, wow, Wolverine Killer proven already that even though he was claiming Monza was one of his, his specialties, obviously proven he's got the minerals to do it at Spa as well. So, right, we'll have to see what will pole be. But can anyone get close to that? Obviously, you've still got the likes of Kurbold, who's now coming to the line.
Just come up to the line, yeah.
And you've got Jono yet to set a time, 2 big hitters in the division. Right, Kurbold slots into that gap right behind him then. 41.8 is his first time. Still a very good effort. Consider in the chat said different dry weather affects things. So yeah, it does. So it all affects track temperature. So if it's overcast compared to full sun, you can actually lose up to 0.3 just because of the track temperature, because of how easy it is to get temperatures into the tyres and stuff.
Chase Allen validated at the start of sector 3, so that's going to be both his lap attempts in line.
That's painful, yeah. So that's one set of his tyres just wasted as well. Fear Jack the same as well. Although he's going to start again. He's fueled up, ready to go for an actual lap. John is still in the pits as well. I don't know if he's messed up his first time or whether he's yet to even leave the garage. I haven't seen him on track, I don't think.
Interestingly, Faisal stayed out though, so...
Is he fueled up?
After 2 attempts runs, like, you'd sort of just box at that point, but he's going to do a whole lap round actually and regain the hour.
Maybe. You think that the tyres are going to be very dead at this point. He's already done... what, 2 laps on these?
Yeah, I'm also surprised he would have the fuel in the car if he was going to go straight down. Although he doesn't seem to be getting the RS back, so I didn't know he didn't stop.
Unless he's just going for just a time to get some to... Oh, he's pulling aside, yeah, so... Don't really know what he's necessarily doing. But still plenty, there's still 10 minutes to go anyway, so... No worries for him. We watched Fear Jack, he's the only one alongside Kurabod that's actually on time. Kurabod's actually ahead, I don't know if he's coming to the pits. Yeah, he's coming to the pits, so... Just Fear Jack on an actual representative time, I think. Yet to get one on the board at the moment, so any time is good for him. 4 drivers in the 41 so far as well, and then you've got just K1 and Nepatar down in the 43s, but he said K1 did his time on the mediums as well. Jono's out!
Oh, Jono's out!
Oh! We're going board with Kizza and see, where is he in the wall there?
So he's done it just after sector 2 line then, in terms of entrance sector. Right? Has he gone right there, maybe?
I wonder if he's gone right or whether he's gone left before you go down into Lecom. Oh no! Oh no.
That's obviously before he gets a time on the board as well, so that's going to be starting dead last.
Well. Right, Fidjack finishes his time, puts it 12th as well, but that's big, because earlier we were looking at that leaderboard and seeing Kurbold and Jonna down there saying, you know, they're the big hitters that you'd expect to then go into the top 5. Jonna with some big times that he's flexing in terms of 1 lap pace, so the fact that he's starting last, I mean, that's big. It's just asking for too much as well. It's weekly, it's recovery jobs. Oh, Consilla saying absolute scenes in the voice chat. Oh, is that head loss? I'm just on board with Chesney as well. He's getting a lovely tow down the Kemmel off one of the Ferraris. I think that's Nickman. Please, yeah, it is. So he's nearly 3/10 up just in sector 1. So lovely bit of extra help that the Alpine man's got. Obviously still in the lead of the championship as well, after their slightly disastrous outing in the sprint race for Monza. But they've clung on for now anyway.
Yeah, no one really took advantage of that, so it's sort of nice for him to still be in the lead after back-to-back DNF, wasn't it? So
yeah, keeps it clean through Pouon as well. Well, just to proceed, it's obviously 1 more ticket's coming for Tier 3. Obviously, if you're a Tier 2 driver listening as well, remember, if you want to report anything, you've still got 3 hours or so. You've still got time for that, if there's anything else you want to chuck into a ticket. But back to some Tier 2 action though. Chesney coming down in Sector 3. 10th as it currently stands. He's got nearly a 2/10 gap up to just a 9th. Cheetah Doozy, so plenty of improvement to be found.
Vista slots him with a 43 flat as one of our new drivers.
Oh yeah, he's coming with some good times, so hopefully he can put more time to that. But yeah, Finak's in the pits as well, but Chetty then moves up to 9th, beats Chituzzi, but still only 9th with that time.
Kids is another one yet to get a lap in, and he's invalidated this one. So you're doing sort of get to the point in the session, especially such a long track around Spa, where you just really want one on the board.
Yeah, I think we were seeing this with Tier 3 yesterday. I think it's very important just for someone to, maybe not your first time, but you just want to push and get at least one time on the board on your first sets of softs, I think, and then go from there. And then ideally on your last 2 runs, they're the push ones where you can just chuck the car around and test the limits. But yeah, one on that first 1 or 2 runs, you want to at least get one on the board and just build from there. Otherwise, if you're in a situation like Kizza where where you're constantly having to push the limits because you're running out of time, I mean, we'll wait for the yellow flag to go away, but there can't be much more time left in this session. What, about 5 minutes?
I'd say probably slightly longer, but
I just saw it at 5 minutes, 5:50.
There's quite a few of them, I think, going slow that.
That's 5:50. So, I mean, realistically, gets this one time in, he comes into the box, and then he's on for his last run. So yeah, not much time left at all for Kizza. But we know he's got the pace. He's been at the front in the last couple of races that he's attended. So, oh, I thought he invalidated there. Dupont clung on to the track limits. Lost a bit of momentum there through to the corners after Pouan down and finished in sector 2.
Keeps in the line as well. Hopefully this should at least be a valid time now.
Yeah, and there he completely bottles through bus stop. It looks like he's going to get time on the board. Got a slow moving Mercedes in front of him, but should be fine for that because it should be out the way.
Expecting some of them. Oh no, Cyril's going to get going on the... Oh, he's had a moment there to try and get going on the lap. Should be blocking. But...
he's in the pit zone yet, that's fine.
Yeah.
No issues for Kizza. So to the line, gets his lap, finally on the board. What does he set? Chucks it P8 in the top 10. Nice first lap really for Kizza. So he can then fully send it in his last run. By the time he comes back in, oh yeah, one more lap probably.
Sure, just got a nice slipstream off his teammate as well. So. Oh. It's always interesting to see that, because obviously Nick Rampey's only reserve as well. So.
Yeah,
it's nice sort of for the reserve to step in and play the team again.
Yeah, I wonder if there is any coordination. Obviously, when these reserves step in, it's their choice really if they choose to have any kind of engagement with their teammate. Oh, I thought Cooper was going to go wide there, but clings onto the limits. He went quite slow to pull on that. I think he turned it a bit early. Had to lift quite heavily there, so it's... I'll wait and see when he comes into Sector 2 whether that's affected his delta and whether he's still green, but Sector 1 he was slightly down as well, so he might just bring this back into the pits. Oh, no, he's a 10th and a half up. Yeah. Surprising, because it definitely looks like he's got more time to get through Sector 2.
Yeah, I think P1 especially, like you said, I feel like he would have been better in 7th by the look. Like, it seems to stop half a race. Be interested if he tries time into the bus stop and should take pole for now.
Yeah, I'll see. 10th and a half up, so that puts him really close to Wolverine Killer's provisional pole time. Can he find it? It was clean bus stop, so it could put him in P1. Oof. Drops him down to the 0.6s, but Wolverine Killer's still hanging on to that provisional pole.
Such a huge tight pass as well, just behind those two.
Yeah, look at it.
Downwards.
Really good to see, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people in the 0.9s, and then you've got Alfie as well, obviously in his first race back in 7th, so good outing for him. No one really on times right now, so we're in that quiet period where people are obviously setting up to go again. I guess the people on outlaps now are probably going to try and do 2, or they're fueled up for enough in case they mess up their one that they can kind of bail out onto the second one. Who's that can be first crossing line? We've got
it's going to be phase out, I think, just coming up to the line.
Nepotaz called it a day.
Yeah, I was about to say, was that in the pit?
There's a Mercedes. Wolverine Killer's had enough as well, yeah.
So. Whether or not he's just got through all of his soft simple, it's not worth going back out.
Maybe he's just like, do you know what? One time 0.6, I'll take that. I mean, that's literally his only time, so that's a bit of a flex as well. As a reserve, raced tier 3 last week, and then he's done one time. He's been like, yep, catch that, lads.
So Curabold isn't fueled or gaining ERS. That'll be his quali done.
Yeah, he's done. P2 at best then for Curveball. 0.6 though, so still a big substantial gap then back to that fall behind on the 0.9. So everyone now basically, we've just got Kizza in the pits. I don't know if Kizza and Nickman Please will come out again.
I think it's too late. I think
1 minute 44, yeah, that's done. And I mean, it's like Kizza's out then. Kizza is back on track, so he's just making it. Nickman Please won't then. Nickman Please is done, yeah, and he retires, so.
Has he done that on track? I hope he doesn't block anyone.
Has he done that on track? He has. No, he's in the pit, sorry, yeah, that's fine. That's Kurabov.
Oh, yeah, I think that's, yeah.
Right, who do we have coming to the line? Quickly flip through. Who's the furthest along? We've got Alfie on Kemmel.
Will be coming up to set the time next.
This is only time as well. So do or die for Faisal. You know, he's got one time to chuck in, and Tiberson's got. It's with his former teammate. Oh no! 5 place grid job.
Now.
Whereabouts are they on track? Tiberson's retired.
He's retired.
Is that coming into the pits?
An odd one if it is.
Faisal
was a very good time.
One lap.
Like I said, it's his first time on the board and immediately jumps up there.
Fair play. Yeah, Banana's had enough as well, so I wonder what's happened there.
Banana was set to go on another lap and he took wing damage or something, or whether or not, like you say, it was into pit.
It looks like they're both glitch stop in the pit lane, so I really have no idea what's happened there.
Banana was on the racing line into the bus stop, apparently, is what Turbo Snail's done.
Oh no. Right, we'll have to see then. So apparently Banana was ready to go on his final run, and then he obviously got blocked then before he got overtaken by Kurvold. So, alright, some quality drama then to roll into the stewards room after this, by the sounds of things. So, alright, we'll have to keep an eye on things after that. Obviously, things will carry over then. We'll watch Doozy to the line. He's got a.
I've got 2 Jack coming up to the line as well now, so he's just that bus stop. See where he goes.
And Kurbo's like that as well. And that's Spinax as well done. He's invalidated, so that's P10 at best for him. Or it's Doozy to line. He's going to go next.
Invalidated as well, so that's him done in 19th.
Or is that sort of behind coming into the bus stop now? Yeah. Alright, Doozy to the line then. Where can Doozy chuck it? P13 right now, and he goes up to 11th with his time at 2.5 tenths. Alfa Romeo come around. Is that Pool? Where is Pool? Pool is 6th right now, and he's invalidated, so he's into the pits. Who else have we got? We've got Troy coming through. We've got Chesney as well down in 13th. So the championship leader so far down in 13th. Can he drag this into the top 10? Catches a lot of curve.
4 tenths up. He is going to be pushing for a potential pole lap here then.
Chesney then stays 13th as well. K1 up next. He's 5 tenths up. Where can K1 put this? K1 puts it 3rd. Is this Troy now?
He's just had a slight slipstream off his teammate as well.
Troy stays 9th. Kizza to the line, 10th out right now. Puts it 2nd, so close.
Yeah.
Wow. So that one time from Wolverine Killer was enough. People just couldn't quite get you. 2 people get to within a tenth of him, but he doesn't budge. He stays on pole. Is that back to it? No, Jono had pole last week, didn't he? But Wolverine Killer, he got pole last week in tier 3. I think he got 2nd in qualifying in the one shot in tier 2 last week. But that's crazy. Like, good times from Kiss and Kurbold, but not quite enough to topple the reserve van. So Wolverine Killer gets on pole for the 2nd week in a row across 2 divisions. Kiss is 2nd, Kurbold 3rd. K1 with the impressive time at the end to go all within your top 4 all within a tenth. Even Alfie just over 10th off the pole time as well. Down to Phase Out in 6th, Kurbold 7th, Pool 8th, Banana 9th, Troy 10th. And then outside your top 10, new driver Spinax, Cheetah Doozy, Championship leader Chesney, the other McLaren of Fear Jack, Turbo Snail, Nickman Please, Vista the new driver, Nepatal, Cyril, and then who was that last? It
was Jono who didn't get a lap in.
Oh yeah,
but I think they all jump up 1 place. I think Turbo Snail's going to drop to last because of
his 5 place. Yeah. So I'm assuming that's going to be something that he chucks into a ticket. After we'll have to keep an eye on that. honestly, there's already beef in the chat revolving the pre-race talk that people were spitting in the chat. So something to bear in mind for. There's some rivalries brewing under the wraps. But strategy is going to be an interesting one here as well, because I think Spa is one of these tracks, because it's so long, you've got so many different options in terms of what way to go. Oh, Kurbo needs to invite. You should just be able to hop in if he's PlayStation. But we'll
I'll try to get one sent across who I haven't added.
Yeah, I sent him one just before we get to lights out.
Oh, Kookaburra, not Kookaburra.
Kookaburra. I'll wait for the lights out because I've run out of time. But away we go. Warwinkler clear down into turn 1. Gets the... Oh, no, he doesn't actually. Kisler gets a run on them. Tries to go around the outside, but Warwinkler squeezes them out wide. Kurbo goes for a little switchback. Doesn't quite get the run he'd want. Reflected tyres as we go up Eau Rouge. We've got 3 soft runners as well. One of them is Kookaburra, whether he wanted to do that or whether the game has chucked him on the soft, so we'll have to...
yeah, he's going to have choice on that. So.
Yeah, so for his sense of sanity, I'll hope that he didn't want to do that. Oh, we're trying to go 3 wide down into the end of the camel.
Oh, Kidder takes the lead.
Yeah. All looks clean so far down the back, and we've got a couple of droppers. I mean, I'll quickly send Kookaburra another run.
I have sent him one, so I'm hoping he should be able to get it.
Okay, that's fine. Hopefully, yeah, if you listen to this, Kookaburra, please get back in, please. It's the Red Bulls then, 14th to 15th. John is starting on the hards, and he's cutting through the field, past Chesney as well, who's dropped 1 place off the start. Collision up ahead with the Aston Martin, cheap to lose it. He went into the back, I think it was Fear Jack, lost a bit of momentum. Flick through the order, and we get into the top 10. Oh.
I don't think the hards are quite getting going yet for Wolverine today. Alfie's right on the back of it.
K1 nearly adds Kurbo as well. He had a big moment, but tried to go around the outside going into the end of sector 2 and got slightly squeezed off and lost a lot of momentum, and he's lost a place in that process to Banana as well.
Is that Nick Van Cleve's round? Is the yellow flag? Oh no, he's just
Vista, is it? The flick to the back, yeah. Yeah, Vista's got a 1.7 gap now back to back. It's painful for Kookaburra because now he's in charge of his car now, but he's right at the back, down in 19th, and he's on the softs though, so we can see what he does with this faster time next couple of laps. So Wolverine Killer on the hards then, he's been overtaken by Alfie, who's had a good start as well. Yellow flag.
K1's round, or had a moment at least.
Yeah, because he was right, he was up in the fight for, he was fighting Kurbo just last lap as well, so he was around P6, so he's dropped 10 positions down as well. We've had a slight separation then as well.
He's wound up the top, so he's obviously hoping for a safety car at some point.
Right. Oh, Kookaburra's like that again. It's one of those days I feel like for him, isn't it?
Oh, Fear Jack's caught the back of Troy and had a moment.
Oh yeah, he's dropped, yeah.
It's that Jono kind of swung towards him as well, almost went off into the wall. I don't know what that was about.
All contact between Doozy and Chesney up ahead as well, going into no-no. There's a couple of gaps that you see already on track that are starting to separate the pack. Faisal slightly caught onto Banana to bring that top 5 back to the ones behind, but Cheetah Doozy goes for a bold move as well, just squeezes it in. Oof. Chesney manages to fight him off though, but yeah, that gap is opening between 9th and 10th, between the 2 Alpines really.
It's really so far we've had Wolverine Killer lose a couple of places on the hard tyres, but it all comes down to, is Curable gonna stick in that DRS when that's active? Because right now he's just outside of it. If not, they might have potentially lost the DRS up top, and Alfie and Killer could run away.
Yeah, so definitely something to watch. I mean, I'll quickly flick into ERS and see. Will we see some people burning? Wolverine Killer's actually used a lot. So, well, to me, same with Alfie. Alfie's used a hefty chunk of his ERS, and you'd expect him to take the lead. I mean, he's got very close before you've even got to a Rouge. He's going to have to lift, probably. Yeah, a little break, just to stay behind Kizza on the run up into a Rouge. Right behind, little corner cut as well, though. Yeah. But through he goes. Yeah, through goes Alfie. But you'd hope that these guys work together if they really want to just build this gap now, because it's floating around that second mark, just over it. I mean, Kurbo's actually gained a little bit on that lap and dragged them back in. So we might be seeing a reattachment of the front. I mean, we've got a yellow flag at the back as well. Phase out's round.
Yeah.
He's fully round. Oh, he's having to reverse and stuff. Lose so much time. Oh, mind that back wing. Don't know what's happened to Cyril as well. Cyril's had to be in the pits. We've got another yellow flag. Don't know if that's K1. K1's round again. Good quality.
Yeah. His best quality lap of the season, I think that must have been. Chesney with the first penalty of the day as well.
Early as lap 3 and you've already, yeah, that's very early to pick up your first 3 warnings for track limits. 1 a lap, so in terms of a ratio, this man is not looking very favourable upon it. It's a big lag spike there. On board with
Curable's done the job of getting them back into the RS, which could be big for Wolverine Killer especially, because we can just sit there on the hard tyres and just ride his time.
I wonder if K1 got any warnings there for trying to spin the car around again. One thing to bear in mind,
he's got 3 seconds.
He might be able to get one removed. Yeah. Big scrap here between Poole, Spinax and Troy. Troy obviously on the softs though, so him and Cheetah Doozy just on the back of that top 10 have to make these count, because a soft start, you know, it's one of these ones that you look at and think, is it the right? I mean, it depends on what allocation they've gone with as well. Maybe they're hoping for a safety car to switch early onto the mediums or the hards, and then another boost of the softs towards the end. So an aggressive strategy. We've got all action up front as well. Kiz is back into the lead. Alfie's got no ERS left either. He's completely drained it, which by lap 4 it's very bold of him to do that, because he's not really made the progress you'd hope him to, and Kerbal's right back in this train. Wolverine Killer at the front still, but he's just about to drop out of the train actually, the front 3. Still got some ERS to play with though, but he's got Banana right behind him now for company.
So Jono's already managed to get himself back up into 10th for low end points. Oh, Nick Manpolise is off.
Fazar's out. Fazar's in the wall.
Oh, I thought it was Nick Manpolise even to have the warning, but yeah.
K1's round again.
Yeah.
Oh no. Gives Kookaburra time to hopefully take control of his car, but there it is, the safety car. I wonder if these soft guys choose to pit.
There's quite a few of them that just left the session. Or is that me?
Oh, Fazer, yeah, Fazar's left, but that's because he's out. I didn't see if anyone else.
There's about 4 or 5 names that popped up for me.
Let me scroll through. Spinax is lagged out. I'll drop him an invite. Wolverine Killer's lagged out as well, so I'll ping him one. Let me flick through them really quick. Spinax. Hopefully it says they're yeah, cool. Sometimes it glitches, doesn't it? It says they're not available for an invite.
So there's a few stops already then, so Troy and Cheetah Doozy are going to get rid of the softs.
Yeah, as expected really, because with a soft start.
Police is in. I wonder if that's tactical or if he took damage in there somewhere. Because he was on the mediums.
That's
a tactical stop them. Yeah, I think there was like 4 or 5 of them went at once, so.
So Jono's in the pits as well. Jono chucks in the mediums. Did he start on the mediums as well? Did he start on the hards? Why is Jono already pitted for another set of mediums? Bit of a bold. Oh, he started on the softs, didn't he? I think Jono was one of the ones that
did.
Why is Jono gone on to a fresh set of mediums? I mean, it's a bit of a bold call to already be switching. I mean, this early on and you're going, I mean, unless he had damage, but it's slightly odd. I wonder if Cyril's got...
So he's on the hards, so he's gone hard to mediums. I assume he's thinking he's got stuff again, you might as well just send this race into a medium slot.
Yeah, there is that, yeah. Painful for Fazar because he was looking like he was having a good race. One time in quali, chucked it high up in the order, and then just lost it all in the race. It's painful because we know that he's got the pace then to be fighting right near the front, really, especially around the track like this. So to chuck it into all this, it's painful.
So Turbo Snail still ghosted, so I don't think he's managed to get in there.
Yeah.
I think I just saw Wolverine could have rejoined, so.
Yeah, I got a Fear Jack in the chat saying about Kookaburra's Wi-Fi. So Kookaburra may have to only give it I think if Kookaburra lags that again, I think he may have to call it. Because it's affecting PS4 users as well. Obviously we had this problem with Turbo Sten as well, lagging out and affecting other drivers on the grid, so... Alex, what happened for the safety car phase out? Chucked into the wall.
Oh,
just
it's
after
because Kookaburra's not been able to take control of his car.
Oh, so he's trying to like leave and rejoin.
Trying to get in and out.
Is he in now? I'll go into his car and see. He is in his car, yeah. So hopefully that's sorted that issue with Kookaburra. Painful for him that he's at the back, but he's back in with the rest of the pack, and he's onto a strategy that puts him into the hard. So he's got people around him on the same strategy. He's got K1 just behind him on new hards as well. Same with Nick Van Please up in 15th on new hards. Oh, I see there's been a couple of position moves as well, so nice to see them trying to sort that back out.
Yeah, it seemed to have been with Wolverine Killer disconnecting. I think his AI just went through and through of those, so
yeah,
they're about to get out on track. Just still, and then he's about to catch up the pack, so it should be in the end of this one.
K1 nearly went into the back of Kookaburra, just on board with him as well. Right, so now we'll have to see how many safety cars we get. Obviously we've just had one right now currently. Nice to not have one off the line. That's quite refreshing to actually being able to do races recently and actually see who gets run.
Still has a bit of a moment. So yeah, but it's nice to at least like say, Kookaburra's gone again.
I feel like it's how much longer do you give it before you call it a day? It's painful for him because he's going to end up getting disqualified for not doing 50%.
He said last time and then I'm done.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Fitchak's realising it's laggy as well, so yeah, one more time for Kookaburra and then he's that's pain. That it's pain when you know you're already there, you're in a race and you just want to get on with it, and the game's or internet's denying you the opportunity. But
yeah, especially if you put time in as well to practice for the races.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's always then painful. Safety car being snapped, so any luck you can get back and sort of the start the restart and hopefully sorted.
I got the position changes on the screen as well. So big losers, obviously Kookaburra because he's like that, down 10. K1 with the 2 spins already down 14 positions, so painful start for him. Big gainers though. Jono's up 6 after crashing out in qualifying, so he's up to 13th and on a fresh set of tyres. Turbos now, Sean up 10 positions after his 5-place grid drop as well. Nepatau up 8, doing God's work in the Mercedes. Chesney, championship leader, up 6 positions up to 7th, so big for him as well. Kookaburra though, keeping it steady in 3rd as he started. Big loser at the front is Wolverine Killer down 3 from his pole, but back underway, and Kizzy's got a very nice jump on Alfie in 2nd, who might have Kookaburra sniffing around for a P2.
I suppose the nice thing for Alfie here as well is obviously he'd already got through his ERS, so he's now got full load of ERS back to go again.
True, yeah. So he's been able to make that early position gains count and then recharge it. I mean, he might get had by Kookaburra here though. Kookaburra's got a very nice run on him. And yeah, 3 goes. Kookaburra moves up into 2nd. I wonder if that's going to happen behind. Nope. Wolverine Killer a little bit too far back to kind of get involved in the scrap, but yeah, Kookaburra then up into 2nd. Time to hunt down Kizza, but he's already broken that 1 second gap, so I wonder if Kizza can just try and
use 35% ERS already, so it's one of those like
try to run,
chance just to try and get away from it.
Oh, Kookaburra's big moment on the traction as well. That's lost him an extra 10. So Kizza
Troy almost comes together at no name as well, but kept it clean.
Yeah, people just trying to settle back in, aren't they? I mean, there's already another gap. Oh yeah, Kookaburra's left again. I think that's him done painfully. But there's already a gap then broken up between 6th and 7th. Svinak's down in 7th. Has lost that train. We got a yellow flag. That is that Vista round again.
Yeah.
That's painful, and he's spun up the tyres, so hopefully that's a doozy with the 3-second pun as well. That could be big. It's Kookaburra. His air car unfortunately gets overtaken by K1. All action through the field though. Big moves. You've had the switch between the two Alpines as well. Team order, so we all see.
Already 1.5 second gap then up top, so has really done a good job of breaking DRS behind.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even, DRS isn't even activated this lap, and he's already legged it. I mean, lost a bit of time to turn 1 there to bring it down an extra 0.2, but he's still got he's managed to pull it a bit there. I wonder if he's running a bit of a high, he's got lower wings compared to Curveball, because he was able to gap him. I wonder, is he using anything? No, not really. We'll see what happens down the Kemmel, but surely Curveball realises he needs to claw that time back if he wants to be in the chance, because through goes Alfie. Alfie retakes that second, so this fighting, I mean, I know it's done predominantly on the straight so far, but once DRS goes active next lap, Vista's out. Oh, he's in the pit.
Yeah. Interesting, Turbo Snell came in, and whether or not he just forgot to change a setting, he didn't have a wing change, so it's an odd time to shoot, but still was out there.
It's another safety car, yeah.
He's on just after Kemmel straight.
Yeah, we're going on board with
Turbo Snell, yeah.
I'm assuming he's gone off to the right here and caught on the curve.
Vanished. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of debris there, so I assume he's maybe had contact with another car and it's put him in the wall, but there we go then, second safety car.
I assume we see a lot of the medium runners dive into hards thinking that would get them to the end now, and then just see whether or not there's a late first.
Yeah, I mean 14 laps, you probably could get thin. I mean, that's worked beautifully for Sean actually down in 17th. I mean, just pitted, but that means that should be him now, okay to go to the end on these hards. And then caught back up to the pack, so he's obviously got a 17-second gap between him and the AR Kookaburra right now, but no more pit stops for him, and then by the time they restart he'll be back with the pack, so it's back in the mix. Who pits from the front?
Obviously he already pulled quite a big gap at top.
Yeah, it looked like the race was starting to fall into his hands, so yeah. Into the pits he goes, look he went very fast into pits. I was worried he was going to get speed, but yeah, all the front guys into pits. Troy decides to stay out actually on his medium, so he's going for a. Why is he staying out? Is he just going for a?
I assume he's going medium soft
or a medium. Okay, I mean he started on the softs as well.
Because I thought they were about to have to double stack. So I wonder if that's coming into play as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Cyril's left it.
Oh, I just don't know. Yeah, it's been painful. It seems like every race goes against the Merc boys. So I wonder if that's finally it. But okay, so you've had several people decide to stay out. Obviously, the two hard runners of Nickman, Please, and K1 have decided to stay out, which makes sense because they're on the hards. But Jono, Doozy, and Troy, all on the mediums, 4 laps old, but they're not getting to the end. So it's what strategy they choose to dip onto after this. So we'll have to see. I mean, it depends on the allocation they've gone with. Obviously, Troy's already used the softs, so it's whether he then went softer and he's saved another set coming into the race with the knowledge that he's going to do a soft, medium, soft. And then he comes in again around lap, 12, 13, 14, something like that. But then if you're coming in so soon after the safety car to go onto the softs, it makes it a bit pointless, really. Because you're going to go to the back anyway.
You must be stretching something like a lap 15, sort of get about 5 laps of running in. But the problem is that you quite often see is that those that stay out just massively start dropping anyway.
Yeah.
And then it's almost how long do you just call it a day, thinking the stress does not work. So we'll see, but
Jack in the chat said 3 stops going to be crazy. So he's the only one on track that's done a 2-stop.
But I suppose that's also the other thing to note with Troy. No, he started on softs, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's whether he's actually got a set of spare softs to go onto, or whether he does a medium. Yeah. Either way, it's...
He would have been able to bail out to hard, but I was thinking for a moment, is that why he's done it to start on hard, but no, the soft tyre. So.
Alex in the chat mentioning that Wolverine might be cooked after lap 16, but so he's fresh. You've got Banana, Wolverine, Spinax, and Nepatal fresh on the mediums then, so they've got to take those until the end. So I mean, we'll have to see really how it goes, because
Yeah, I think Wolverine, because here, it's one of these tracks you do get right up to
Puncture territory.
puncture territory. So yeah, I think he's going to be pushing that towards it. Oh, someone's pitting. Oh, it's Kookaburra's there. Yeah, Kookaburra's AI. To be honest, that's ideal without Kookaburra coming back. That obviously means his AI gets on the way.
Yeah, I was just making sure it wasn't actually him that's done it to purposely get out of the way, but yeah. But we got 5 penalties drifting around the track as well. I assume they're all 3 seconds. Yeah, all 3 seconds for limits. Everyone then, well, apart from the ghost of Kookaburra, but everyone on the medium or the hards, all these hard runners look like they will be going towards the end. It's just what happens with these mediums. So towards I mean, if we don't have another safety car, the end of this race could get very interesting, because it's just going to be who can keep their tyres alive, stay within the train, and just survive until the end, really. So stick around, it might be a good end.
Yeah, I think realistically the front 3 are going to have to box again. They won't get to the end on these mediums. The 2 behind them on the hards, they could probably do it a push, but everyone else, I think, would get to the end.
Yeah. I'm intrigued to keep an eye on these mediums, because, but more importantly, the front 3. Because you look at them and go, surely they're hoping for another safety car or something, because why else would they be clinging on? They've all surely got another set of hards that they could have dipped onto, and then joined the pack of the likes of Poole, Chesney towards that backpack.
I think Jono started on hard, so I think that's why he's had to do what he's done.
But that's the thing, he only pitted on lap 4 to go into the mediums. You know, his hards probably don't have much wear actually on them at all, so the fact that he's already then obviously chosen, oh yeah, I'm not touching these anymore, it's slightly odd.
I think for sort of, you know, Nick Mann and Please and K1, I think it's a very good strategy just to really make it places in the order.
Yeah, there's
and
that.
I think it was just the fact that they stopped under the first safety car. I feel like the other 3 just been left in a bit of a position where they thought almost it's too soon to go back in, but I feel like it would have been better to just box.
Yeah, just be the same as the pack and just kind of settle into to whatever it may be towards the end. Parts until the end, but safety car is in this lap, and it's your P2 in the Drivers' Championship leading the way. Temporarily anyway, until he has to make his pit stop. Cheetah Doozy second, Jono third, and then you've got a couple of hard runners. So technically we'd have the net P1 as, I mean, it depends if the two hards of Nick McLeese and K1 can get to the end, but you'd look at Kizza and Alfie being your front 2 with Kurabod as well. So your original front 3 all on the hards. So Troy gets the break as well. Jono right in the back of Cheetah Doozy.
He's gone for a move, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, bit of wheel spin on the exit. Push Kurbo.
Makes light contact, but gets through.
I was going to say that might be an opportunity for Troy to break, but he hasn't really been able to do that. They've been able to have a little battery drain. Jono may actually go for the move here. He's completely emptying his battery. Troy's doing the same to match it. Should be fine down at the end of the camo, and he is. There's action behind as well, as Kizza gets past K1, so he's already dispatched one of the hards on the older tyre shelf life as well. So now Kizza versus
for him. Can he get up to the front and hope for his sake Alfie behind or Curable doesn't get that many overtakes done, or almost fights between the two, so he can end up in the position he was in before, where he's just broke the RS before they've all sort of returned to their net 1, 2, 3.
Actually, it looked like he was going to make a move down into P1, but thought better of it, choosing that it's not wise to then get too aggressive on these old tyres. And through he goes, very aggressive move on Nick McLeese, trying to make the positions up as quickly as he can, and he's made it work. So now he's hoping that Nick McLeese can cause a bit of a roadblock behind. Yeah, like Alfie and Kurbo.
Yeah, I think him and K1 try to go side by side, and immediately Kizza finds a big gap this a bit. We can push into the front 3 now.
Yeah, 1.2 seconds currently, but he is obviously on the better tyres, so he might have made that early. Oh, it's all getting very tasty down into the bus stop. Contact between Wolverine Killer, who's getting very aggressive on his mediums as well. Past Kurabo, who had a moment coming out of the bus stop. Spinax was the fastest lap as well, down in 11th. Got 4 wide coming. Oh, Kurobod makes a move down on Wolverine Killer. So much contact that he actually ghosted, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys.
Quite clean, I think. No front wings went fly rather than.
Oh, side by side. Upper Rouge had to break, and that's been beautiful for Banana. He's got a beautiful run. Up onto the Camel. Oh, wheel banging.
I don't think Kurobod realised they were sort of then going 3 wide, or.
Oof. Banana hits into the back of Nickman, please. Oh, beautiful move around the outside if he can make this stick. And he does, but...
He's going to go 3 wide.
3 wide. Oh! He does. Through goes Kurobod as well. He gets past those 2. Big moment on the exit though for Nickman, please. He's dropped more positions. He's down to 11th down on those old hards. But look at that gap then. Between 4th and 5th. I mean, Alfie getting stuck behind... K1 and Nickman Please. Nickman Please is round, I think. He is. Yeah, it's round at Puon.
Kurobod 3-second penalty. Whether or not you get anything removed after the fight, they just gone for it.
He's trying to go side by side. He's caught that curb and he's taken. Oh, he's taken Wolverine Killer off. Wolverine Killer's round. He went for a move up the inside in that final corner in sector 2, and he effectively dive bombed them and pinged them both off. Oh dear. Kurobod didn't really lose too much time. He's been half by pull there, but that will definitely be going to the Stewards. Nepetow's got no battery behind him as well. Well, that's big, because Wolverine Killer was trying to push on with those mediums, and he's been sent back to the Gulag down into 14th. Spin accident 8, 1.1 seconds away from Banana now, so he's trying to cling that train back. Very close at the front though, so... But that fight between Kurobod and Wolverine Killer distinguished, it's then back down to... But back up to the front 5 now. This is the train now, so K1 might be that roadblock now between the top 5 and the rest, so bear in mind to see how quickly Banana can clear. So it comes side by side at the end of the Camel. Kids are trying a bold move around the outside, and he cooks John around the outside. Through he goes. The medium run is starting to lose that momentum, and we've got a safety car at the back.
Safety car? What's caused that?
What has caused that?
I
Oh, it's... Nepetow's not got a wing.
wonder if he's gone in the back of Chesney, maybe? Because I didn't see anyone go off.
Oh, well, that's completely thrown it back up in the air again. Because these medium runners, I mean, I know they're going to drop to the back, but they're at least stick within the pack, so it's a godsend for them if they just want to chuck on. I mean, you can probably go on to the softs until...
the end.
Yeah. I mean, everyone might come in.
Car running.
Genuinely, everyone might come in for softs. Yeah.
Those who started on the softs, whether or not they have another set.
Yeah, so that I know Troy did. I can't remember who else did. Jono started on the hard. Did you say he started on the hards?
He started on the hard, but he would have some anyway, because obviously he was out in quali early.
Oh my god, Consuela said that Kookaburra's AI might be leading off the safety car restart. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, he's quite far back, so there's a chance that at least someone gets in, but yeah, Kookaburra's AI is going to be in the pack, which is quite painful.
Because he's going to stay out in the hard. I don't think that's going to be the right call, yeah, and I think he's going to realise...
Oh yeah, everyone's going to kill him.
Diving in. Other than Cheetah Doobie. Oh no, Cheetah Doobie, isn't it?
Banana stayed out as well on the mediums.
Twink staying out.
I would have pitted.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Either fresh mediums or fresh softs, depending on what you have available.
I always think back to the Las Vegas race we had in, I think it was season 3, where it seemed like a bold call for people. Oh, Banana's got a 5-second penalty.
It's a shame because he's now gonna.
He's not got a front wing.
He's now gonna box and go right. Oh yeah, especially so he's not got a front wing.
No.
He's gonna have to box.
So I'm assuming they both got caught by the safety car at the bottom of Eau Rouge, and Banana's completely full-sended it into the back of him because Kiz has had to slam on the brakes.
Yeah, I've had this before in a different league. The
no.
safety car just comes to a complete stop at the top of a rouge and it picks up the field. And
Oh no! I mean, the one thing that's good for Banana is the fact that the pack's all together, so we can chuck the softs on it, and then go towards the back, and that means softs until the end. But I wonder if Kiz. Alex says he's not happy. I wonder if he's got rear wing damage from that, depending on the hit. But I mean, it's painful for the front guys because it's that call, isn't it? Before I saw that collision I was saying about Las Vegas a couple of seasons ago. where it was that decision of, do you decide to stay out? Because staying out seemed like the better decision, but all the people that decided to come in and gamble for the softs, it ended up being the better strategy, because they were able then to just push on the softs, and then there was another safety car, and they were able to pit again. And it was all the people that had made that pit stop that were able to benefit from it. So
I think the one I can remember is in Monza. I can remember staying up there, and then I think I was leading the race at the time, and you sit there and you watch everyone else box behind you, and it's a painful moment when you realise.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? I mean, it's like in real life when Hamilton had to do the restart, and he was the only car on the restart because everyone pitted. You know, if you're that front car, you know, you got no reference point. You just have to go with your gut, and seeing everyone pitting behind you, it just must be such a kick in the teeth. So Bernardo's going to come in at the end of this to get a new front wing, and then he's going to go right to the back, isn't he? I mean, he's trying to almost jostle with Kiz as he goes into the pits. They're both squabbling to get into the pits here.
Yeah,
I mean,
you take it, because then that's how them to go sort of dodgy.
Yeah, it was very messy. I mean, I know they've obviously had a bit of drama to. Has he got a front? Has he broken his front wing?
I wonder if Kids is having a front wing change. So
I wonder if he's
contact the safety car if they come together.
Oh, and Kiz has gone on to mediums.
K1's come in.
Well, that's massive for the front of the race. Yeah, they both squabbled to get in. I don't understand why Banana was trying to squabble to get into the pits like that. It was. I mean, now it's out of nowhere. Spinax is in the lead, and he's got the hard runs behind him. So, you know, that's promoted the soft runners another 2 positions. So the likes of Troy and Jono sat in 8th and 9th, no penalties as well. They're suddenly licking their lips and looking at a potential win. I mean, it depends if they can keep their softs alive enough, but I mean, this could be massive for the race. I mean, this is going to get very tasty towards the end because the softs are going to be very, very active off the start, but it's whether they can make that count in the first 5 laps or so, and then settle in for the last couple, because the DEG will get to that crossover point by then where they won't make as much progress as you'd hope. But wow, that's something I didn't see happening.
It's going to be then the new reserve Simax to sort of take the lead, and it's going to be interesting if he can break away on the medium from the hard runners behind him, and if he can create a gap to maybe just try and hold on. But like you said, the soft runners are going to have to start getting used up.
Worth bearing in mind as well that within that front 7 you've got 4 people on penalties as well. So, and they're all on the older hards. So all on the hards. I was going to say Wolverine Killer, he's made it back up to 6th after his collision with Curreboard, but you've got all these fresh tyres zipping around behind them, and you think, you know, they need to make that gap, but with the 3-second penalty looming over them as well, I mean, that's just going to crush them at the end if they can't pull that gap and run away. The safety car is in this lap then, so we've got 7 laps towards the end. 7 laps of soft running for those back 3 cars, well, Troy, Jono, and K1 and Banana as well, that are on the softs. Luckily for most people as well, Kukabra came in and put new tyres on, so he's not at the front as first expected, so that's somewhat of relief for that front pack to not have a ghosted car trying to get away. And I think Spinax has gone early, and I don't know if he's done a good job there. Yeah, because Kurabod seems right behind him. He hasn't really. I think he's got too early. I mean, he's put a little bit of a gap out of the bus stop, but Kurabod was able just to hang on to him and just follow him around. I'm interested to see what happens at the back here with these guys, whether they're going to be a bit aggressive after their collision, Banana and Kizza, whether they got a bit of bad blood between them.
And service now as well out of turn 1. We love the switch back.
Ooh, Tibbs now got very leery up Eau Rouge. I thought he was going to try and empty his battery to get past. Ooh, we might have contact up ahead. Spinax and Kurbot have made contact as well. Oof. Nearly contact between Spinax and Poole, but Kurbot makes the move with contact with Spinax, but he's made that break and he's 0.6 seconds up the road already. Trying just to leg it before the soft runners come through. Tibbs now drops down again behind the 2 other soft runners as they're all going around in a little attack unit.
The problem is that he's going to have is obviously, like you said, the 3-second penalty. Because even if he builds this gap, you'd imagine the soft runners will just keep clawing him back until the end of the race and they lose the position. Someone else is round.
K1's round. It's like K1 round again.
Yeah.
I think that's his 4th spin today. I don't know whether he's getting in contact or whether he's spinning by himself, but I feel bad for K1. He spent half the race facing the other way. And it's a race that he qualified so well in as well, so it's very painful for him to be towards the back despite his qualifying. But front pack then, I mean, I was going to say the front pack, but it's still very active in terms of a train. Only gap really above a second is Cheats to use the intent. Contact there slightly between the title leader Chesney and Wolverine.
Yeah. And now the 2 Alpines, like, surely he's going to let Troy go here.
Yeah, the softs now are really coming for it, aren't they? All contact.
A bit into John as well. I don't think he realised John was there.
But he's going to always make contact with his teammate. Oh no.
John is through. So John is now going to be the lead driver on the start.
Alpine.
Alpine through, yeah.
Alpine not. Oh, it's contact. Oh my god, they're out. Troy's out.
I don't know how they've managed that, but yeah, Troy's gone. Then
oh my god. The Alpine, have they fallen apart?
It's a virtual safety car only as well, and you can't imagine with this only being VSC, this would be it of.
That's Chesney done.
Safety cars, yeah.
I mean, he's not considering I'm assuming he's got no front wing after that.
No, he got a front wing, but when he's turning around, he then drove into the wall slightly. I don't know if he's given himself slight damage, but
I mean,
I think
just
he might be
think
missing a front left wing plate.
So they Troy? I don't think he Chesney.
No, Chesney. I think he's missing the front left. I can't tell.
I think he had it.
No.
Yeah, that's gutting. I mean, the 2 came together in qualifying at Silverstone. They didn't have a good race last week as well, and now there's another pointless weekend here.
Yeah, they're absolute runaway constructor leaders, and then this has happened.
Yeah, I quickly.
Oh yeah, it's back in. That wouldn't matter. There's another 3-second time so I didn't see that one.
That was for tourists now. But I quickly get the drivers on board just for a little live update. So.
Jack's out.
Where is it? And that's a safety car. Chesney's been saved.
Chesney back in, but
where is Jack crashed?
6 seconds of penalties.
He's out into the right.
To the right, yeah. That must be contact. I assume he tried to go side by side. Someone's run wide and shoved him off.
So Constello in the chat is saying that apparently Troy squeezed Chesney too much while he was backing out, but at the same time, we were on board with them, and Chesney chose to dive down on Troy into turn 1 as well. So it started at turn 1, that then cost them the position against Alfie and Jono.
It seemed to me like they had communicated Troy was going to be let go. Chesney then tried to file back in, not realising Jono was there, because he's made contact with Jono, and then outbraked himself going into the turn, shoving Troy wide, and then sort of it just, caused
domino effect from there, yeah. Wow.
Before you know, I mean, John is now going to be favourite then to win this, really, or unless Alfie can get something done on it.
So just look at the title then. So going into this, Kurbold's gap to Chesney up top was 8 points. And now you look at Kurbold sat there. I mean, I know he's surrounded by cars on, well, I just realised he is the only car left out on the hards. So Kurbold has been shafted by this last safety car and not choosing to pit as well.
And next minute does a bit of holding up.
Yeah,
but you can't imagine he's going to last long up there.
So you've even got someone like Banana down in 11th. I mean, he's 4th in the championship, 17 points off Chesney. He's on a fresh softs and there's penalties ahead of him. This could still work out very, very nicely for him. Kizza was obviously not happy with Banana after what happened before, but he's starting 6th right now, 2 penalties ahead of him. I know he's got 2 soft runners in front of him as well, but Kizza's still in the mix for a podium here as well. And you think the one thing that might be worth noting is Kookaburra's AI is going to really affect the soft runners behind, because they're all going to be stuck behind this slow AI off the restart, and they'll have to make a move on him down into turn 1 and just get him clear before they make that climb up Eau Rouge. But wow, that could be the big thing in the championship. Because going into this, I'll quickly look at the Alpine gap. So Alpine were 47 points clear of AlphaTauri. So the one thing on the Alpine side still
is AlphaTauri's out as well.
One AlphaTauri's out, and they've got Kizza in 6th, and then it's Red Bull 52 points back, and they've got one car's AI or ghosted out of the session, and then Jono who's potentially in the mix for a win though. So it could be Red Bull that take 2nd place off AlphaTauri, as they're 5 points behind currently. But again, I feel like Alpine is somewhat going to get away with this, because there's not... I mean, Ferrari in quite a good position, but Nick Van Plees, the reserve, has got a penalty hanging over him as well as Kurbold, so...
I think they had such a strong hold on the constructors. The constructors, realistically, they're going to have a nice gap to the top. But drivers-wise, I think this will be the weekend we'll see a change in there. And we think Bronny car restarts, so it's going to go in, and we're only going to have, 2-3 laps left of racing action.
Yeah.
And all chaos just breaks loose. But everyone is just grovelling, knowing there won't be another safety car, and that's going to be it.
That's what I mean. Races like this, you've got 15 still in, 5 out, but you've got a 3-lap shootout to the finish line. It's going to be pure chaos. This is when people lose that sense of bringing it home, and you just see red and victory. So I think this could turn quite messy towards the line here. I can't lie.
Yeah, we've seen it too many times before where
you got
it just goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 15 here. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if we only see about 8 to make the line, because people just get caught up in stuff. They try and choose silly thing moves, and before you know it, they're just either finding a wall or they're retiring in the pits because they got no front wing. I mean, out of the 5 that have retired, we've had Faisal in the wall, Vista retired in the pits, Cyril was in a wall, Troy and Fairjack both in a wall as well. So big crashes in terms of
chapters. They call Tier 3 dirty, and we have to watch this every week.
It's a shame. I think, Tier 3 is overall standards is still lacking in some degrees, but in terms of Tier 3, it's too. I feel in a way the people in it are sometimes too competitive. The standards are better, but it's all about learning when to fight certain things and stuff. I think some people need to get slightly better grasp of that, of looking at an overall race picture rather than just what's going to happen over the next 2 corners and stuff.
Yeah, I think the other thing to note as well here for those, I mean, I know penalties is always tough to rely on because you never know if someone's going to get a warning removed or something, but it's that whole realising you don't always need to get that overtake them on track.
Yeah. So Kurbold's going to lead the way.
Keep following pushing it to him, I touched them and they're nowhere near each other, so I don't know if
Well, Kurbold's going to lead the way, and he's on 10 lap old hard, so I'm interested to see how the front, because even Svinak's behind. I'm very interested to see how both of these guys do on the restart, because you've got 2, I know it's 5 laps, but significantly better tyres behind them. This could get very, very interesting. He's taking it very late, isn't he, Kurbold? Still going slow, he's still yet to go. People are getting very impatient behind, he's gone very late. I wonder if there's any squabbling behind. Big gap opening up. Oh, contact between Doozy and Kizza as Kizza looks for that bold move down into turn 1. Oh, and he's made contact with Paul. Is that Paul? No, it's Alpha, sorry, yeah. Who if we had spun round at the back?
He's back with Chesney, I think. Were they close enough to him together?
No, I think he's spun, yeah. Right, so who empties the battery? Who looks for that move up the Kemmel?
Well, both John and Kurbold are emptying it.
Is he get it thinks about it, maybe looked for a move around the outside, but it got closed off. Johnny just this is Johnny's opportunity. He's had so many of these moments where you need to keep your head and realise that the race is yours. 2 laps left, he's in the prime position. And Nepetau's out.
Out.
Down Lecombe.
He just got through into third.
Out of nowhere, yeah.
Guess it's the other thing to look at is that the 5-lap medium's going to finish in a better
are they better than the softs? Yeah, I think realistically, yeah, because you think they've got 6 laps as well on the hard, on the softs compared to less laps on the mediums, and the mediums will have that better shelf life. Joey in the chat said, "I am in a wall." That's painful, lad. Look at this, look at the scrap. Kurbold had a moment coming into intersect 3. Back to cars up behind him. Oh, this is going to be an almighty scrap for the win. They've got 4 cars all literally nose to tail.
Well, this has been sort of, well, work heavy against Jono that he hasn't got the move done on Kurbold already. Just sort of chasing Taka right behind, sat waiting for a mistake.
Yeah.
And as I say, that Alfie's had a moment, yeah, he seems to just turn into Williams the car and he's lost a couple of positions from him.
Yeah, drops behind his teammate, and you've got Spinax in 7th, sniffing around looking for a move, and it's Banana that makes a crazy move, yeah. Contact from Nick McPlease in the inside wall of turn 1. This is getting very busy as well throughout the pack. Got Banana trying to sniff around in these softs. Alfie dropped from the fight for the win down to 8th place, so that's... And he hasn't got much ERS left compared to the guys around him. You've still got a lap of racing left after this, so still plenty of things can happen. Contact between the... Contact between Banana and Paul.
Crazy low wing.
Squeeze each other again. Contact between Paul and... I think that's Wolverine Killer when he just rejoined the track, so... Banana got... Oh, crazy move from K1. Completely missed his braking point and... Bulldoze past... there's contact behind as well. Between Nick McPlease and Paul. Flick through, he got a massive trip, but look at this, yeah, Kurbold somehow surviving up front on his hard.
She's looking the most likely to win this. He sat here with 40% ERS. The other two have got through there.
Yeah. Oh, Nick McPlease is round. Oh, he's gone for a move around the outside.
Yeah. But yeah, I think backing out there was a clever idea. Yeah, I think this all just comes down to the run on the Camel Straight, really. I mean, we could see a move on the last lap into bus stop to decide to win, but I feel like Camel Straight's the most likely area where we're just going to want to hold off.
Yeah. Trying to catch in a bit of a slipstream. I mean, these guys just don't need to fight. Kiss is in the best position here. He needs to settle into 3rd and just do his thing. Contact between the two.
I mean, assuming no warning comes off of Kurbold, though, they know it's not about who finishes ahead of Kurbold. It's purely can they just get P2 behind him.
Between the two of them, yeah, exactly. K1's lagged out on the last lap. He's right on the points. Chesney's in the pits.
Chesney's in the pits, same with Nick McPlease retired. Chesney's retired.
Look at this pack for the win. Look at this fight for the win. Oh my god.
He's gone off track to try to get the move done, it seems.
Oh my god, there's like 6 cars all in them. Oh my god. Oh.
John has really been followed up. Who's gone round?
Oh.
That's Kurbold. I don't know how.
What the hell is this? The fight for the win is about 6 cars. Kiz has gone into the lead. John has then dropped down to 6th. Kurbold's in a wall. Banana's last out of all that.
And as long as Kiz has kept himself clean, that would be the win being his, because the ones behind have got penalties, and Wolverine Killer somehow managed to sneak up to what was MVP2 after all this settled down with Alfie 3.
Oh my god. This is what I mean, it's how people have thought that's a good thing. You've got 6 wide going into down the Kemmel Straight, people just squabbling for that last lap move. Paul's got a 3-second penalty, is that up to 6 now for him? 6 of it's cheated using and Paul on 6 seconds. So Kiz has legged it as well.
Alfie's had a moment, and yeah, he's come together with John, and John has lost another position.
Oh, my brain can't comprehend everything that's happening. Spinax is going for a last-ditch move on Alfie, yeah, thinks better of it. But to the line then, it's going to be Kizza. 1.2 seconds in the head, no penalty, a bit lower on the throttle, but Kizza then wins the Belgian Grand Prix for now. We'll have to see what happens post reports, etc. Wolverine Killing brings home in 2nd. Alfie on his return back to track gets 3rd. Spinax again, first time in the seat. P4, Paul 5th, Cheat losing 6th, Jono 7th, I think it was K1 8th. Oh my god, what a crazy end to that race. Jono gets the driver of the day in game, but I can't even breathe after that. Like, what? Last lap and you had a 7-car fight for the win.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looked like it was only going to be between Jono and Kizza, and then suddenly, I mean, everyone else sort of who had penalties kind of just ended up out the way, and before you knew it, they were about 6-7 wide down the Camel Straight.
So we've got a couple of people that are multiple laps down, but they're obviously retired. Up to Chesney retired. Everyone else did Turbo Snow. I can't remember if Turbo Snow finished today. He did, didn't he?
Turbo Snail finished. He got another 3-second penalty on the last lap.
Yeah. So that is your final order then. 12 cars finishing. Seeing that checkered flag towards the end after that crazy chaos. Kurvold sneaking home in 10th despite being in the fight for the win after that crazy incident down the Camel. That saw several cars come together literally on the last lap. So, I mean, that'd probably be one place up from him as well because of Kukra looking likely he'll get disqualified due to being AR.
Yeah, he was nowhere near 50%, was he?
But yeah, so that's your podium then after that. Pending any post-race investigation will be Kizza, Wolverine Killer, and it's your boy Alfie as your 3 on the podium. Spinax in his first race 4th. Poole, again, another good race for him, finishing 5th, but plenty could change after that, I can't lie. Depending on all these incidents and stuff that have been happening, and I imagine several drivers are going to get chucked under the bus with reports from the stewards. So again, another
just descend into chaos from a late safety car.
Yeah, I mean, we literally said that was going to happen. That it was going to be all onto the final lap. You've got 3 racing laps left. It was just going to be a full send, and did it happen? Yes, that's exactly what happened. You had people sending it. People just lose that racing brain and that racing part of common sense to the point that it just descends into chaos. But wow, after all that, it's done. And on to Tier 1 now. Well, I've just seen that Wildstorm unfortunately won't be on comms, so an opportunity for Pera and Sezoy to step up, hopefully. So hopefully they can take one for the team and help out. But yeah, if you want to stick around for Tier 1, we're racing in 45 minutes, 8 PM, Rhyme Spa result. And then, if you're only interested in Tier 2 as usual, we're back again next week for the Hungarian Grand Prix. That'll be round 7, so ticking along now towards the final race day of the season. Only a couple more races to go, and then we're on to F1 24, so not much longer to bear in mind with this game. So
they're a sprint in Hungary.
F1 have a sprint,
no,
Tier 1 have a sprint,
yeah.
And then next sprint in Tier 2 is round 9, Qatar.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1, 2. So only 4 races left now. So if you're interested, keep an eye on next week as well as we continue in Tier 2. Keep an eye on chats as well of your drivers, obviously, for post-race penalties and the actual standings that will be released tomorrow, because I imagine there will be several changes in the order considering everyone stayed very close. So yeah, it's been lovely having you all, and we will catch you next week.